Welcome to Baking with Chef Alex Cardinale. I'm your host, Chef Alex. What are we going to be baking today? What dessert are we going to be making today? Let's find out on Baking with Chef Alex right here, right now, live on my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale. Hello everyone, welcome to Baking with Alex Cardinale, right here on my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale. I'm your host, Chef Alex Cardinale. How are you guys and gals doing today? Thank you so much for tuning into today's video, whether you're watching the video live as it airs, or if you're watching the replay of today's video. I really appreciate your view. Today I am going to be making an awesome dessert. It is December, and that means it is Christmas season. It is holiday season. So when I think of Christmas and I think of the holidays, I think of baking. And two flavors that come to mind during holiday baking is white chocolate and peppermint. And I am a huge fan of both white chocolate and peppermint. And I have an easy recipe that I'm going to share with you that you can make at home. And I guarantee you, your friends, and your family are going to love this particular recipe. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a white chocolate peppermint cream pie using basic ingredients. All you need really is white chocolate chips, peppermint extract, peppermint candy canes, cream cheese, and a few other basic ingredients. You're going to love this recipe, and I invite you to watch this video from start to finish so you can see how to make this delicious recipe. So, as always, please feel free to post any thoughts, comments, questions, or suggestions in the comments. And I thank you very much for watching this baking video. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a baking video. I believe my last baking video was a few months ago with the glazed donut bread pudding. But it is the holiday season, so I will be having some baking videos each weekend until Christmas. And it all starts today with the white chocolate peppermint cream pie. And as a reminder, the recipe with the ingredients and directions will be posted in the YouTube description and will be posted in the comments on YouTube. Please let me know if you make this recipe and how you like this recipe. It is a real simple recipe to make, and it is really delicious. I think you're going to like it. Now, let's get this awesome show started. To start this video, I'm going to talk about how I found out about this recipe and when I first made it. So, I was actually in culinary school, and I was in charge of creating a dessert for a Christmas dinner that we were hosting for a local senior citizens home. And they gave me a criteria that I had to follow. It could not be cookies. It could not be cake. It had to be some sort of a no-bake cheesecake or some sort of a cream pie. So I was thinking of making like a white chocolate cream pie or a chocolate cream pie. And then I went to my chef for ideas. And I was like, I want to do a seasonal holiday type of thing. And he told me, do you like peppermint? And I said, I don't care for it, but I do eat it. And he was like, well, make a white chocolate peppermint pie. So I told him, how do I do that? And he went over his recipe. And I made it. I made a test batch first to see if I would like it. And I had a slice, he had a slice, and it was very, very good. I loved it. So then I made a couple of them for the party. And then I took the recipe home and I made it for that year's Christmas. And my family loved it. So it's been a staple in my family for many years now. I'd like to say thank you to Chef West for this amazing recipe. I think it was Chef West that introduced this recipe for me. It's been almost 8 or 9 years, so I could be wrong on who it was that showed me this recipe, but it was really, really good. And I used exactly what we're going to be using today. Peppermint candy canes and a bag of white chocolate chips. Really, really, really good. I really recommend you try this recipe. Very simple to make, very fast. I mean, the only long time you're going to wait for this recipe is when the pie has to set up in the fridge for 3 or 4 hours, but that's about it. So let's head to the laboratory where Chef Alex is going to go over the ingredients, and then from there we will head right into the kitchen and make this delicious dessert. Welcome to my kitchen laboratory. Before we head into the kitchen and whip out the KitchenAid stand mixer and make this amazing holiday pie, I'm going to go over my top secret information for this recipe. So today we are making a dessert that is perfect for Christmas. We are making a white chocolate peppermint cream pie. Now I can't think of any two flavors that go better with Christmas than white chocolate and peppermint. White chocolate and peppermint is a great flavor combination. I love the combination of white chocolate and peppermint. Now, technically, some people may say that these are vanilla chips, but it still consists of white chocolate. So, the ingredients for this recipe is quite simple. We are going to need 2 packages of Philadelphia cream cheese, 8 ounces each, so a total of 16 ounces. We're going to need a little bit of powdered sugar, maybe about a half of a cup to 1 cup of powdered sugar. White chocolate is very sweet, so we don't want to add too much sugar. We are going to need some peppermint extract, and this is really, really strong, but really, really good. My friend Jeremy Stellhorn, he sells J.R. Watkins products, and I really recommend you purchase some Watkins from him. And you can get this peppermint extract from my friend Jeremy. He sells it, and it's really good for making this pie. You can also make chocolate peppermint cookies with it. Really, really good. He also has the authentic Watkins vanilla, which is amazing. So check that out. I'll have the link in the description of today's video. So besides the cream cheese, the powdered sugar, and this peppermint extract, you're going to need some Cool Whip. And this is a 16-ounce container of Cool Whip. And obviously we're going to need a pie crust. Now you can make your own pie crust by combining some graham cracker crumbs, a little bit of sugar, and melted butter, and then put it in a pie pan. Or you can do what I do to save time and save work and buy a prepared pie crust, graham cracker crust. It'll work just fine. And then obviously the 2 stars of the recipe, peppermint candy canes that we are going to crush, and a bag of white chocolate or vanilla chips, whatever you want to use. I love Nestle chocolate. I love Nestle Toll House. So this is what I'm using, but you can use Ghirardelli white chocolate chips or baking chocolate. Now we're going to talk about the most important thing for this recipe, and that is melting white chocolate. Now, melting white chocolate can be really difficult, but I'm going to show you how to do it safely and simply. Now, there are many ways that you can melt white chocolate. You can put it in the microwave with a little bit of milk for 30 to 40 seconds, stirring every 10 seconds. Or you can do what I do, and I heat up some milk on a stove. I pour these chips in a bowl, and I pour the hot milk or cream over the chips, and I stir it very, very slowly until it is very, very thick and melted. So you don't ever want to overheat these because it'll burn and it will be disgusting. So what I recommend doing is my method of heating cream or milk on the stove and pouring it in a bowl over the chips and whisking constantly until it is melted. So I'm going to show you how to do that when we get into the kitchen and start this recipe. So you can, of course, cut back on some of the ingredients. You can make a simple batch. All you've got to do is use 1 package of Philadelphia cream cheese and 8 ounces of whipped cream or Cool Whip. And then you'll have a smaller version. We are making enough to fill a 10-inch pie crust, and we may end up even using 2 10-inch pie crusts. We shall see. But this recipe is very delicious. Your family is going to love it. You are going to love it. And I guarantee you it'll be a hit at your Christmas Eve party or even your Christmas dinner party. So let's head right to the kitchen and start making this delicious white chocolate peppermint pie. Chef Alex here. Welcome to my kitchen. Let's get right into making this delicious white chocolate peppermint pie. So behind me I have my milk, my whole milk coming to a boil so I can melt the white chocolate. I've got the white chocolate here in a bowl, as you can see. And right here I've got my peppermint candy canes that are all cut in half. So I'll show you how to do that. What you do is you take a candy cane and you open it up with scissors and you just break it in half and put it in the bowl. So that easy. I'll do a couple more with you and then we'll make the white chocolate. So I'm not going to use the whole package because I don't want to make it too much peppermint. I think this package is a package of 35. So let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left, so we used about 31 of them. And you can put them in the mixer like that. If you have a KitchenAid stand mixer, the paddle attachment will crush them all up, so you don't have to worry about doing that. But if you're not going to be using a stand mixer and you're going to be making this by hand, then I recommend using a rolling pin and rolling over them until they break apart. But since I'm using a KitchenAid stand mixer, then I can just cut them in half and then we'll put them right into the KitchenAid. Alright, so we are not going to be baking this pie. This is a really simple pie to make. All we got to do is combine all the ingredients in a KitchenAid stand mixer, mix it up, put it in the pie crust, wrap it in foil, and put it in the fridge for 3 hours. So the only time it's going to get hot is when we make our or as we melt our white chocolate. So now I'm going to take this scalding hot milk and I'm going to mix it in our white chocolate. So we're going to take the milk, pour it in. There should be enough milk, and I'll just discard the rest of the milk. And we let that sit for a few seconds so that it starts melting. Let's see if I can, never mind, I won't be able to do that. Alright, so now we're going to take my whisk, chef's whisk, and now we're just going to start to work it a little bit until it starts melting. It's going to start clumping up at first because it's going to be melting, so that's totally normal. So if it starts clumping up like that, that's totally normal. You just want to continue to work it until it becomes nice and thick and melted. And when that happens, we're going to let this sit for a few minutes so it doesn't like cook our cream cheese or anything. I got some on my computer. That's okay, I'll clean it up. So now I'm going to take the chips out of the whisk so that they can melt. Alright, let's see.
Oh, you use your computer.
You'll be alright. So now I'll just mix it in here with a spoon. It's coming together nicely now. If you do this method, this way you'll prevent your white chocolate from burning. Oftentimes people will put white chocolate in the microwave and they put it on for 30 to 40 seconds. But burnt white chocolate is not good at all. So do it this way and you won't have burnt chocolate. Alright, let me give this a good bang. Move it out of the way. There we go, perfect. And now we're just going to give it a good stir until it's nice and thick. It takes a few minutes, but it'll get up to where we want it to be. And that smells good. I love the smell of white chocolate. You want to get all those lumps out of there. I might have put a little bit too much milk, but it'll thicken up. So if you're making this at home, use a little bit less milk. Just keep mixing until there's no more lumps. There's still a few lumps in there. Alright. Let me get a fork to mix it. Take care of the lumps. So if there's little lumps in there that aren't melting, you can pop this in the microwave for about 5 seconds and it'll take care of it. Much better. Alright, so now we're going to stir this again. And I can feel it coming together much better now. Alright, perfect. So I'll put this aside for a few seconds. Let me go wash my hands. We'll grab our KitchenAid mixer and make this pie. I'll be right back. Alright, so for the first time on my YouTube channel, we are going to be using my KitchenAid stand mixer. Well, the first time in a long time, we'll say. But today we're going to be using our KitchenAid stand mixer, and I've got my Christmas spatula for the holiday season. Alright, so now that we got our KitchenAid ready, it's time to make our pie. So we're going to put in the KitchenAid first our cream cheese, 1 block. And our second block of cream cheese goes in. Then we're going to put a little tiny bit of powdered sugar. So powdered sugar goes in. Just a little bit more. That's good, because the sweetness is going to come from the white chocolate. Put that there for now. Okay, then we're going to add in our peppermint extract. And again, you want to use a little bit of this peppermint extract, because a little goes a long way. So I'll put a little capful. There we go. Wow, that stuff smells good. Okay, and now we're going to just simply mix this. So you turn this down, and we're going to mix it. Probably on medium-high speed until it's well combined. And you can smell that peppermint coming in now. Alright, we're going to, before we add our white chocolate, we're going to scrape down the sides. To make sure everything gets well combined. It's very important to note that your cream cheese should be at room temperature. So, it should be out of the fridge for at least, whoa. Didn't expect that to happen. Our first miscue on air. That's okay. I'm glad I tasted it, though. It does need a little bit more powdered sugar, so we'll add that in there. But as I was saying, the cream cheese should be room temperature, so it should be out of the fridge for at least a half hour to 2 hours. If you put cold cream cheese in there, it's not going to be creaming well. It'll be a huge mess. So use room temperature cream cheese if possible. Alright, that's enough sugar. And now since we're adding more sugar, we're going to mix it well again. And then we can add in our white chocolate. Give it one final scrape down, and then we'll add a white chocolate in there. All right. So now we're going to add in the white chocolate. Give it a nice little stir. This is the white chocolate and milk mixer. We'll add that in there. Alright. Put that in there. Look at this out. And don't worry, when this cools, the white chocolate will settle. So we'll put this back on and mix it. Smells good with that white chocolate addition. Alright, turn it off. And now we'll give one more scrape down and add our candy canes. Alright, so now we're going to let the KitchenAid do the work as it'll crush up our candy canes. So we'll add them in now. You're going to hear some crunching. And it's going to make it turn like a nice pink color. Maybe I'll put the final 4 in there. The last 2 I'll decorate on top. Alright, perfect. It looks beautiful. So now we're going to add our last ingredient, which is the Cool Whip, which is going to help thicken it. Because I added a little bit too much milk, mine looks a little like cheesecake batter, but that's fine. It'll sit up in the fridge. Yours, if you add a little less milk than I did to the white chocolate, it'll look a lot better. But it's going to go in the fridge and it's going to sit there for 3 or 4 hours anyway. It's going to firm up. So now we're going to take 16 ounces of Cool Whip. And again, if you're making a little less portion, you'll use 8 ounces and you'll use an 8-inch pie crust. That's what the Cool Whip looks like. So now we're going to take the Cool Whip and plop it in.
Push your grandma and motherfucker younger.
So, if you don't want to use Cool Whip, you can use homemade whipped cream, but Cool Whip is fine for this recipe. You just get the rest of it out. Perfect. We're good to go there. Almost done. So now we're going to mix that in. So basically this is a white chocolate peppermint cream pie. It's better than that one you'll find in the frozen section of your grocery store, I can assure you that. I mix it well to make sure all the ingredients are combined. And that looks perfect. One final scrape down and we're ready to put in our pie crust. It looks a lot better now. Perfect, it is done. So we'll take off the paddle attachment. And you can see how it looks a pink color. That's from the candy canes. Alrighty. So now we're going to divide that in our pie crust. I have 2 pie crusts just in case. So we'll see how much this one will end up making. But like a chef is supposed to do, you're supposed to try everything. So I'm going to give this a try first to see if the taste is there. And then if it's good, we'll get ready to put in the pie crust. That is delicious. Perfect. Not too sweet either. Alright, so now we're going to take our prepared pie crust and we're going to put that pie in the pie crust. But I'm going to show you what it looks like. Alright, so now we got our pie crust here and now we're going to fill it with our mixture here. So I'll take out my spatula and I'll put some in. I'm not sure if I'm going to need another pie crust. We'll see how this looks. I think that milk was a great addition to this recipe. It looks so good. And it's going to firm up once it sets in the fridge. Let's spread this out. Yeah, I'm going to need to use the other, definitely need to use the other pie crust. So here's pie number 1. I'll show you in a second. Alright, so now let's get our second pie crust. So you're going to get 2 pies out of this recipe, which is good. You can give one to friends. Put that there. Alright, now we're going to put the rest of it in there. This one might be a little bit shorter, but you can still get slices out of it. So you've got enough for about a 10-inch pie and an 8 to 9-inch pie. And this one's going to be a couple inches shorter than the other one. So you get a lot out of this recipe, which is good. So if you have large families for Christmas, then this is good for you. Alright, so now we're going to spread that out, and then we're basically done with this recipe, because now all we got to do at this point is let these set in the fridge. You could do 3, 4, 5 hours. The longer the better. The more this sets, the more flavor it's going to get in the fridge, and it's going to set up and firm up in the fridge. So it'll be much easier to cut, and it's got to firm up, and the flavor's got to mingle. So now we're going to decorate the top of the 10-inch one. We'll wrap this one up. Put this back on my computer for now. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use my scissors. Break the candy cane in half. Put it in there. There. Just so people know there's peppermints in there. One there. Doesn't have to look that pretty. I'm not a bakery, so. Do we got any more? Or we got a couple more candy canes so I could decorate with. Okay. Perfect. 2 more, and then we are good. So I'm going to put a whole one on there to decorate. I think that looks beautiful. Perfect. Very, very beautiful. Alright, let's see if I can switch the camera around and show you what it looks like before we put it in the fridge. Let's see. No, it won't let me do it. So what I'll do is I'll stop the video and then I'll take a new video. Look how beautiful that pie looks. A nice pinkish color, perfect for Christmas. And then we got this one over here. Alright, so what we got to do now is we got to wrap them up and put them in the freezer for maybe 4, 5, even up to 6 hours or overnight. The longer it sits in the fridge, the more flavor it develops and the more firmer it will become. So I'm going to let that sit in there for a couple hours. I got to go bowling anyway. And when I come back, we will try a slice of this bad boy, and I will give you my honest reaction to it. And we'll end this wonderful baking video. Hope you enjoyed watching me make this pie, and get ready for the tasting coming up next. Alright, so it's time to serve up this delicious white chocolate peppermint pie, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So to serve it, we're going to serve it with some ready whipped cream. This is totally optional. You definitely don't need it, but I like to serve mine with that. And of course, a paper plate. So I have infamous cake server and pie cutter that Publix gives you every time you buy a cake from them. So basically, I just make a little slit. And you cut right through the graham mixture, and then simply just Place it under the crust and pull up. And look how beautiful that looks, and you can tell it firmed up very nicely in the fridge. So now I'm going to put a piece right there. And we'll put some Cool Whip on top, and we're ready to try it. So I'll just take some Cool Whip, put it on the side. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Alright. And that's how you serve it. Let me show you a video of it served. And this is how I serve my white chocolate peppermint cheesecake. Now let's give it a try. Alright, so we're ready to conclude this baking video. I'm going to give you my taste test and I'll give you my honest thoughts. So here we go. Nice big spoonful.
Off the tree.
It is very, very good. I really like it. So I definitely recommend trying this at home. It's not too sweet and it's not too minty. It's just perfect. So hopefully you try this recipe, and if you do, let me know how you like it. A perfect Christmas recipe. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed this baking video. As you guys can see, this recipe is really simple to make. So make sure you give this recipe a try. And if you do try this recipe, let me know how you like it. So now you know how to make a white chocolate peppermint cream pie. So I'm going to end this video with a couple of announcements. Some upcoming videos involving me, Chef Alex Cardinale. My next baking video will be taking place next Sunday, December 12th at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And next Sunday, I'll be making another holiday recipe. I'll be making Christmas cookies. I'll be making M&M cookies. So join me next Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale, to watch me make M&M cookies. And my Ask Chef Alex Live is going to be airing on Wednesday, December 15th, 2021 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So it's going to be a Christmas themed cooking and baking question and answer show. So I look forward to answering your Christmas baking and your Christmas cooking questions. Email your cooking or baking questions to AlexGoYankeesCardinale19 at gmail.com. So whether you have a question on making cookies for Christmas or making a pot roast for Christmas, I'll answer them all. You can send emails to me and ask your questions via text, or you can film a video asking your questions and send it to my email, and I will answer your questions on my cooking Q&A. Ask Chef Alex Christmas themed, Wednesday, December 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. All right, so we've had a lot of baking shows here on Cooking and Baking with Alex Cardinale, but I've never done an actual cooking video. That changes on Sunday, December 19th, 2021, because in 2 weeks, I will do my first cooking video. And Cooking with Alex Cardinale is going to debut in a very big way, because on Sunday, December 19th, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious prime rib. I'm going to show you how to make my garlic herb roasted prime rib. Sunday, December 19th, 2021. Learn how to make a delicious prime rib with Chef Alex. And my last announcement is to tune into my first ever Christmas 2021 Bash, which is going to air 2 days prior to Christmas. Thursday, December 23rd, 2021 at 11:15 p.m. Eastern and 8:15 p.m. Pacific. I, Chef Alex Cardinale, will be showing you how to make a couple of different recipes. So you'll get some bonus cooking and baking videos on the Christmas 2021 Bash. I'll be showing you how to make a homemade rum cake. I'll show you how to make my spaghetti pie, and I'll show you how to make a red velvet fondant cake. So that's going to be perfect. That'll be on the Christmas 2021 Bash on Thursday, November 23rd, Thursday, December 23rd at 11:15 p.m. Eastern and 8:15 p.m. Pacific. All right, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy today's video, and I hope you make my recipe. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale. Chef Alex saying have a great rest of your weekend and a great rest of your day, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next week when I make my M&M cookies. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching me, Chef Alex in the kitchen. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for some more cooking and baking videos. Make sure to subscribe to the legendary Alex Cardinale. With that being said, thank you for watching this cooking video. And if you use my recipe, be sure to tell me how it is in the comments. And if you have any cooking or baking questions, post them in the comments as well. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Chef Alex Cardinale here, and today I am proud to announce my very first cooking and baking giveaway here on my YouTube channel. Sunday, March 6th, 2022 is going to be a very historic and legendary event for me. It will be my 8-year YouTube anniversary. So myself and my dear friend Jeremy Stellhorn are partnering up to give my legendary cooking and baking lovers an awesome prize. Now, Jeremy Stellhorn is a J.R. Watkins representative. He sells the amazing Watkins products. So we are proud to announce Chef Alex and Jeremy Stellhorn's Watkins giveaway. The prize is going to be J.R. Watkins seasoning and extracts basket. Now, Watkins has awesome vanilla. It is 100% pure vanilla, and it is one of the best vanilla extracts in the market. It has alcohol in it, and it bakes off in your baking products, whether you're making cakes, cookies, or puddings or cheesecakes. I 100% back and use Watkins vanilla in my baked goods. So you will win Watkins vanilla extract as well as their other legendary seasonings and extracts. So here is how to enter this giveaway. Film a video discussing your favorite things to cook and bake. Then email your video to alexgoyankeescardinale19@gmail.com. That's all you've got to do. Just film a video discussing your favorite things to cook and bake, and then email it to the email you see on the screen right there. Deadline for entry is Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. All video entries will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, and they'll also be uploaded to my walk-ins giveaway playlist. Video with the most likes and views wins. And the winner of the Chef Alex and Jeremy Stillhorn walk-ins giveaway will be announced live on Sunday, March 6th, 2022 during the legendary 8-year YouTube anniversary. So I am excited to give all my chefs, all my cooks, and all my bakers who watch my cooking and baking videos a chance to win some legendary, awesome walk-ins products. So get your entries in now. Remember, the deadline is March 1st, 2022. Good luck, everybody. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone! Santa Claus Alex Cardinale here, inviting you to be a part of the inaugural Christmas 2021 Bash, airing live just 2 days before Christmas, Thursday, December 23rd, 2021, at 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. Join me, Santa Claus Alex Cardinale, for a fun Christmas 2021 bash, featuring an appearance from Chef Alex with Chef Alex's best cookie recipes. I have a very important message to give as Santa Claus, and I'll give out Christmas present ideas and so much more. Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy holidays. Mark your calendars, Thursday, December 23rd, 2021, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. Christmas 2021 Bash, live right here on Alex's YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale. See you then, folks. Merry Christmas.